2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
But it's what we hear so often, how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. From the shotgun, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
At their own 32-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Panthers first down.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
9-yard line.
Check safety.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Darius Geis. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
The score, Panthers 7, Falcons nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
7-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. The 20.
How you like
10. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down and 7. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Panthers 20, Falcons nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you don't
want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
That's got to be a long day. 50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Falcons.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up
on 2nd down. It's Jacobs, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Good. Makes the score Panthers 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business.
There he goes outside. I like it. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Joey Slye lining up for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Complete.
A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
First down, Atlanta.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts.
46-yard line.
As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
You don't want that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
For the Falcons.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson. 76 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Go. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Their own 47-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr., had the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in.
This time Ryan will throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought
you know that old expression, it's not my night?
2 yards.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They run it with Jacobs, and he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Check, crunch.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 3-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Josh Jacobs, 97 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
At the 48-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch 80. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Check, check, check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it out, turn it out. Deuce, 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 deuce. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. That his 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. On 1st down, this is Geis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and a couple. Bridgewater looking for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Let's go.
Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Once again, it's Jacobs. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check 99. Check 99.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing, Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Number 28, Josh
Typically,
Jacobs,
we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
24-yard line.
2nd and 6.
20. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Running is Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's brought down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Let's get it.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka from the left hash. This from 53 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Second and 12.
Stay with your man. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, express.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Third down.
To throw is Ryan. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. K1 short, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 51, Sam.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Kendall Sheffield.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And here's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Check mic 45. You. 45's the mic. Cut.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Samuel, the ball carrier. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Check 45's the mic. Watch the slant. Jim.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from 48. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.